Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me here today. If you're new here, please do hit that subscribe button and don't forget to like and comment on this video too. And as always, please feel free to share any of my videos if you think that there is something in there that someone will like. Today, I thought we'd carry on with our Temu Christmas crafting. I, like a lot of people, have a lot of Temu products. I have been buying from them for over a year now. I love them. I haven't had any issues, so I like using their stuff. But again, I think a lot of us crafters are the same. I'm a bit of a hoarder and I've got so much stuff, including Temu bits and pieces, just sat on my shelves that I haven't used. So I'm trying to work my way through some of the Temu bits, doing almost like a Temu series crafting. And today I had a look on my Christmas pile and I've picked out these sheets of papers. Now, one of the things I want to do with the Temu crafting is, as well as just showing you some of the things you can do with their products, is to actually show you how easy it is to turn some of these products into cards. I'm primarily a card maker myself. I know a lot of the things that are on Temu are probably more angled towards like junk journalers, scrapbookers and things, but there's lots of these that we can use into card making. Now, I paid £1.25 for these and you get 16 sheets, but I'm actually going to cut these in half. So I'm going to be able to make probably up to 32 cards with these. I'm not going to make 32 today, but I'm going to make you a few to show you what we can do with them. I really like these. They're a newer purchase. I want to say somewhere around March, April time maybe. And they have just sat on the side, not being touched. So I wanted to have a go with them. Now, this front piece does have a crease in it. That has happened while it's been in my care, which is really, really annoying. But it got caught and it's ended up being bent slightly. But a lot of the back sheets don't have like a damaged bend. Like that's got like a real crease in it. These are just a little bit bent. I can actually smoothen out. So they all have two images, and I honestly think that these are beautiful enough to be able to cut this in half. Let's see, what size are we on? So this is roughly 8 inches, 8 and 1/8 inches wide by roughly 5 and 7/8 inches tall, around that. I think that they would make a really nice size based on those sizes on a 5x7 card. So I might make some 5x7 cards. To be fair, they're both really beautiful images. So I think that one could be almost just cut in half. I actually really like this bauble one here as well. I think that would suit on its own. I feel like this one would be a really nice background one with some sort of character on the front. So I'm not going to use that one, but I may use that. That dancer there is beautiful. I use that. Again, these two here for me are very much like scenery, have something in the front, whether that be a stamped image or something. So I'm going to pop that one to one side. Oh, but they're so cute too. We've got more of the baubles. Oh, we've got more. Oh my god. How do I choose? Let's have a look. So again, I think that would work really nicely with some scenery. So I'm going to pop that to one side. I think that one would work more as scenery too. Same goes for this sheet again. They're beautiful. I mean, you just imagine like a walker or something walking through these scenes. I think that'd be beautiful. That one has very focal point images. Again, I think that's more of a scenery one. That's focal point. That one's focal point. That one, I would say, to me, just feels like it needs something. So I might move that to one side. Again, I think this needs something in the foreground. So, but that's a very beautiful image. I'm going to pop that one over there because I feel like I've got a lot here and I don't need to make this many. So let's try and pinpoint what we do want. I'm going to make one bauble one, so I probably don't need all of these ones. I think I'm going to take that one away because that's scenery, so we can leave that for another day. I actually think that one's really, they're both so pretty. let's work with this one here. If we're going to go, so I'm definitely going to go for that one with the baubles. And because this is attached to this, I might as well do that entire scene. So we'll go for that one. Oh my goodness. I'm going to pop that one to one side. I think I really like these two. So I'm going to move that to one side and have that one. These are so cute. Guess I might make those ones. I might try and do those 6, but there's still so much scope in that pack to be able to make even more. So I think we're going to go for these 6 images for today's cards. I think that they are all absolutely beautiful. Now there is this sort of colouring down the centre here. You can either cut it straight down the middle or you can try and cut these edges out. I think I may go down the route of cutting that edge out because I don't have that colouring on either side. So let me take my trimmer and take my first image. So that's going to be our first image. And I'm just going to flick this around a little bit. So all I've done is I've trimmed off where we have that darkening along the side. So it now looks more like a single image. I'm going to do the same for these two as well. That's that one. We have that one. And they had lots of different variations of this paper. So definitely go and have a look. I just picked these ones up because I wanted to see what they would be like, to see if I could make some really nice cards out of them before committing to lots of the same. So that is our images all trimmed out. Then I'm going to back these. Now I don't think these are going to fit on my pre-cut mirror, if I'm honest. They'll fit widthways, but oh, will they? Oh, they will. They actually will fit. So these are some sheets of mirror card that are actually the little book halves. I didn't think they would fit, but they're going to fit. Will be slightly wider on the edges, but I really like that. Let me grab a card blank. So I'm just using some 5x7s because I think that these are going to be the better size for these images. So how are we looking? I think I'm going to pair this up with some decorative papers underneath. So you're going to have your image on this gorgeous mirror. I like this rainbow mirror actually. And then I might just pop this with some plain coloured cardstock. So what colours are we working with? We've got lots of pinks and lots of blues with these. I think I can absolutely make work. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I've got 6 sheets of this mirror. You haven't got to use this if you don't want to. If you wanted to maybe trim these a little bit more, you could get them to fit some of the smaller card sizes as well. And then I'm going to back these onto some cardstock. Question is, what colour do I want? I might. So I've got this beautiful, this is a textured pale pink. think that'll be really nice to work with some of these to draw out some of those really pink colours. And then I want a really nice pale blue, I think, to do the same. So let me get, this is just a box of different cardstocks. Let me see what we've got in here. This is a really nice blue. I think that blue would work if I've got enough of it. See, that's a scrap piece, but we all like using up scrap pieces first, don't we? So this one, this box is way too full. I think, is it that one? Yes, it's that blue. So, now these card blanks are usually pretty, oh god, pretty decent size. Yeah, pretty much 5 by 7. So, I'm going to come in 1/4 of an inch on both. So, I'm going to come in at 4 3/4 this way. And then 6 3/4. So that's going to make us our base coloured panel. You can use whichever colour you want. I've gone for a plain background purely because I want most of my focus to be on those images, but you can use decorative ones if you want. And 3/4. 6 3/4. So I've got 3 of the pale blue, and then I'm going to do 3 of this pale pink. So that's 1. 2. 1 last one. And 3. Move my cutter out of the way, so I don't need that now for a bit. I might not need it again actually. Grab these out of the way. Put them over there somewhere. Okay, so I need 6 card blanks. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those to one side, put those back in. So I've got my 6 card blanks now. Now I'm going to take my images and I'm going to start building up my layers so that I know before I put them on where we're going to go. So they're all going to get one of the rainbow mirrors. Just going to sit lovely on these. Then I think that one will definitely go nicely with that pink. It's really playing into the pink on her uniform. I'm going to grab another one of these, another one of the mirrors. I think this pink castle will go really nicely on this pink as well. What else have we got? So I think the blue, the mirror, this character, because we've got quite a lot of blue in this image, so we're going to go for that one. Then we've got these 3. So we have a blue, one piece of Marie. I think I might go for this one. We have got the pinks, but we've also got these pale blues in there, so I want to go for that. Then we have these two. I think I'm going to swap those over. Yeah, I think we're going to go for it that way. Mirror, that, mirror, and that one. I think that those are really, really pretty layers. So I've got my layers. I have my card bases. And I'm going to use my ATG. And we're now going to just build these cards up. So take my base, my card base and the colour first. Now this is the way I prefer it. This is how I find it easier to put these cards together. I'm going to go for this. Line it up as best as we can. So that's our pink. We then have our mirror. Now I'm going to add a sentiment to these. But I'm going to put the sentiment over the image, I think. So just going to centralise them as best as we can. Go. And then just make sure you put it the right way, because these are directional. That's our first card. Oh, I love them. Mirror piece next. Then make sure your image is the right way. You don't want to be putting these on upside down accidentally. And you can see just how easy these are coming together. If you haven't got the rainbow mirror or any mirror, it's absolutely fine. You could use glitter card, or you could use just a different colour to make your mats, or don't do one at all. The beauty of making cards is there's no rules. Do what you think feels right. Yeah. Nearly there, guys. Goodness, nearly stuck it down. No! Oh, that's the only thing with ATG, is it's so sticky. Is this going to come off? I don't think it is. We did. ATGs are absolutely brilliant. I love mine. They are so ridiculously sticky. I'm going to put this up a bit. Must admit, I did not think that was going to come off. But it's all good. We are on. And nobody would know that that just happened. Just one more. There we go. And our last one to put together is this one. And then we'll add our sentiments and anything else we want to put on them. There we go. So we've now got these 6 cards that are now kind of put together. So the next thing I want to do is add in some sentiments. Now you can stamp them, you can die cut them. I have these pre-foiled, die cut sentiments that I buy. I get them from a place called Katie Sue. You can buy them direct from her website, or I've picked these up from Amazon in the past, just because I can get usually or sometimes next day delivery, and it's free delivery. They're exactly the same price, so there's no difference. But these are so sweet and easy to use. So I've got 6 of those out. So these are all going to be Merry Christmas cards. Then I'm going to use some foam tape. I get a big roll of it from Amazon because I use quite a lot. And to be fair, I'm only on my second one this year, so I'm just going to pop a strip of this at the back of these. One. Nope. 8. 4. 5. 6. And then anything that I've not used, I just shove back on the side, and I'll use that again later. Yep. So we've got our 6 beautiful sentiments. So I'm going to work out where I want to pop them. This one, I'm going to have it along the bottom here, so that I'm not covering up my main image. And this one, I think I'm going to go up the top with this one. Have that there. Then again, I think I'm going to go on the top for this one as well. Yeah. This one I'm going to go on the bottom because I don't mind covering some of the little feet. I don't want to cover any of this detail up here. Then with this one, I'm going to go along this bottom here because I don't want to cover up any of the beautiful castle. And then with this one, I think I'm going to go to the bottom because I don't want to cover any of this. And to be fair, you can't see her feet that clearly anyway, so it won't be missed if that is covered. So we now have them looking like so. I think they're so beautiful. And then you can just decorate them however you want. So we could add some of our gems and things. I think I'm actually going to add some of the Nouveau glitter drops to some of these because I really want to emphasize some of these winter details. So on here, I'm just going to add a few dots to some of this like snowflake that we've got here. Come down here, put on some of these here as well. Just to add a little bit extra dimension and detail. I'm not going to do everyone, although I appreciate I've done quite a bit already. There we go. So once that dries, it'll just have added a little bit of sparkle. We'll pop that on there. And then we have this one here. And where do I want to add it? I'm not sure. Let's put that to one side. Maybe we'll do something differently with that one. I think I might do something different with that one too. This one here, I feel like I want to glitter a bauble. I might just add some to this bottom one here. I'm only going to add a very light layer, try to anyway. Now because this one is the clear, it may look a little bit white at the minute, but it will dry clear with this. make sure I push it around so that there isn't a really thick bit in one place. It'll also be a good test actually to see on this how it reacts to having quite a bit of moisture on here. But that will dry. That one over there. Then we have this beautiful castle. Again, I think I'm just going to put some drops on. There we go, so that one can dry. Try not to get them so that they go over each other. And then I don't think I'm going to add any on that, so that'll be 3 that's had the Nuvo drops instead. And then what have we got in my goodies over here? We've got some pearl drops. These are also from Temu. I paid 98p for a full sheet. I've used quite a few of these because I do quite like them. So I might just pop a couple of these in like the top corners. I do always like to add a little bit of glue just for extra security. And I do that with all, it's not just Temu ones that I do that with, I do it with all brands. Little pearls on that one. Couple of pearls on that one. There we go. So very little is really needed for these beautiful cards. Now what I am going to do is I'm going to pause the video there and I'll be back once this one in particular has dried to take a look to see how this glue has reacted to the paper. Okay, so I'm back. I did just put my heat gun on this slightly. Now it's not fully dried, so I will probably show you this once it's completely dry on probably my update when I say what all the cards are that we've made. But so far it's looking okay. I don't think I put an even coverage on, but I'm hoping that this will flatten out. But the other cards where I put the little drops on, my camera doesn't always pick them up, but I think they're looking really beautiful. They're definitely giving me what I wanted them to. And that's it for today's card making. I hope this has inspired you. If you like the look of these papers, please do head over to Temu and see if you can find them. I believe these were the Nutcracker ones. If I can find a link for them, I will try and pop it in the description box. I can't guarantee being able to find them, but if I can, I will pop it there. I think that these are absolutely beautiful papers to work with. There's still loads in there that I can make up. I need to get some more card blanks, to be honest. But I'm definitely going to try and finish this pack, ready for my Christmas fairs and markets if I can get to some. But I love them. They're beautiful. If you haven't ordered from Temu before and you're curious, please do head over and have a look. I've never had any problems with them, and I know lots of people who haven't either. There is a affiliate code and link in the description box. It doesn't cost you anything to use that affiliate code, but what will happen is you will get a discount for being a new user, and you'll also get some coupons for money off any future orders. And in return for using my code, Temu pay me a little bit of money. It's not a huge amount, but it really does help me to be able to continue with this channel. I'm trying my hardest to only use anything that I earn from this channel instead of constantly dipping into my own money. And yeah, using affiliate codes really does help me. So thank you for everybody who has and anybody who will in the future. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it has inspired you to get your Christmas craft supplies out. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, a wonderful rest of your week, and happy crafting.